All right, guys, here we go. ABC. Welcome to the 2026 Streetcar National stock. All right, here we go. All righty, guys, here we go. First off the trailer will be CRK going up against ABC Family. ABC going in lane number 1 versus CRK and going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, and CRK runs a 1452 to Clancy's 1459, and we'll switch lanes. Clancy's got to beat a 1452. He's in 2. CRK in 1. Here we go. Oh, and CRK goes a 1450 to Clancy's 1461, and he will move on. Next up, we've got Crunch and PA going in lane number 1, taking on Southern Diecast. Southern Diecast in lane number 2. The former record holder was broke today by In the Mod Nationals by Willie G. Here we go. Crunch in 1, Southern Diecast in 2. Here we go. Oh, Southern Diecast goes to 1439 to Crunch's 1445, and we will switch lanes. All right. Southern Diecast is in 1, Crunch in 2. Crunch has got to beat a 1439. That's best. He's in 2. Oh. Southern Diecast goes a 1448 to Crunch's 1455, and Southern Diecast will move on. Next up will be Numbskull taking on Willie G. Willie G going in number 1. Remember, this truck right here has won a streetcar league here at Duplin County Motor Speedway. Here we go. Numbskull in 2. Willie G in 1. Oh, Willie G goes a 1453 to Numbskull, so 1460, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Numbskull's got to beat a 1453 to move on. He's in 1. Willie G's in 2. Here we go. Oh, Willie G runs a 1441. The Numbskull's 1444, and Willie G will move on. Next up, we've got CRK taking on Raging Ricky. CRK calls this car KO. He's going in lane number 1, taking on Raging Ricky. First time KO has made an appearance here at one of the big events here at Duplin County Speedway. Here we go. Whoa! CRK goes to 1439. The Raging Ricky's 1465, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Raging Ricky's got to be a 1439. He's in 1. CRK's in 2. Here we go. Boys, the fast times here at the Duplin County Motor Speedway. Oh, CRK goes a 1457 to Raging Ricky's 1471, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Stone Cold taking on ABC Family. ABC Family going in lane number 1 versus Stone Cold going in lane number 2. Here we go. Stone Cold goes up 1453 to ABC Families 1483. And we'll switch lanes. All right. Stone Cold in 1. ABC Clancy's got to be the 1453. He's in 2. Here we go. Oh, see ya. Stone Cold runs a 1445 to ABC Clancy 1477, and Stone Cold will move on. Next up, we've got CRK taking on Willie G. Willie G going in lane number 2 versus CRK's Matchbox Getty car. First time here on the track. Here we go. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. CRK calls this man the bread and butter. Guys, my apologies. There was a car on the track and it was Stone Cold's, and I swear I'm trying to get better at this, but anyhow, my apologies to CRK and Stone Cold. But anyhow, we're going to race this one again. CRK in lane number 1 versus Stone Cold. Versus Willie G. I'll try to edit that part out if I can. Oh, CRK goes a 1447 to Willie G's 1440 to 1455, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Willie G's got to beat a 1447 to move on. He's in 1, CRK in 2. Woo! CRK goes a 1439 to Willie G's 1445, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Crunch taking on Raging Ricky. Raging Ricky in lane number 1. Crunch in 2. Here we go. All right. Whoa. Crunch goes a 1461 to Raging Ricky's 1464, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Raging Ricky has got to beat a 1461 to move on. He's in 2. Crunch is in 1. Oh, Crunch goes a 1453 to Raging Ricky's 1463, and Crunch will move on. Next up, we've got Numbskull going in lane number 1, taking on a CRK going in lane number 2. CRK goes a 1446 to Numbskull's 1453, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Numbskull's got to beat a 1446. He's in 2. CRK in 1. Well, Numbskull beat him to the line, but he couldn't beat a 1448, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Stone Cold taking on Crunch. Crunch going in lane number 1. Stone Cold in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, and Crunch goes to 1455 to Stone Cold's 1458, and we'll switch. All right, so Stone Cold's got to beat a 1455 to move on. He's in 1, Crunch is in 2. Well, he beat Crunch to the line, but the time is not good enough, and Crunch will move on. Next up, Willie G. is Camaro going in lane number 1 versus the Old Faithful of Fireball Jr. of Raging Ricky. That car has done really good here at Dublin County Motor Speedway on the 6th lane. Here we go. Raging Ricky goes a 1446 to Willie G's 1456, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Raging Ricky in 1, Willie G in 2. Willie G's got to beat a 1446 to move on. Here we go. Well, Raging Ricky runs a 1451. The Willie G's 1466, and he will move on. Next up, we've got Willie G. This car right here won the last street league. He's going in lane number 1 against Numbskull. Going in lane number 2. Here we go. Willie G in 1, Numbskull in 2. Woo! Numbskull runs a 1448 to Willie G 1456, and we'll switch lanes. Willie G's got to beat a 1448 to move on. He's in 2. Numbskull in 1. Here we go. Numbskull runs a 1450 to Willie G's 1458, and Numbskull will move on. Next up, we've got Numbskull taking on CRK. Numbskull in lane number 2 versus CRK in lane number 1. As you can see, I've got 2 cars of these cars, a pink car and this car. Anyhow, we'll see what happens. I just picked one and threw it on the track. Here we go. CRK goes to 1448 to Numbskull's 1460, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Numbskull's got to beat a 1448. He's in 1, CRK in 2. CRK goes a 1435 to Numbskull's 1452, but there's still no track record. Track record is 1431, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Willie G taking on Crunch. Crunch going to go in lane number 1 versus Willie G going in lane number 2. And Willie G goes to 1451 to Crunch's 1484, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Crunch has got to beat a 1471 to move on. He's in 2. Willie G's in 1. Oh, and Willie G runs a 1463 to Crunch's 1477, and we'll switch lanes. I'm sorry. That was lane number 2, but Willie G will move on. Next up, we've got Stone Cold taking on Raging Ricky in the bus. Pretty bus, by the way. Raging Ricky in 1, Stone Cold in 2. These two have battled here all year in these races here at Duplin County Motor Speedway. It's be like a rivalry kind of deal. Stone Cold goes a 1464 to Raging Ricky's 1470, and we'll switch lanes. Raging Ricky's got to beat a 1464. And see, Stone Cold goes a 1459 to Raging Ricky's 1477, and Stone Cold will move on. Next up, we've got ABC taking on Crunch. Oregon versus PA. Here we go. Crunch in 2, ABC in 1. 2. Crunch in 1. Here we go. Here we go. And Crunch goes a 1463 to ABC's 1467. We'll switch. All right. ABC's got to beat a 1451 to move on. He's in 1, Crunch in 2. And Crunch goes a 1457 to ABC's 1467. And Crunch will move on. Next up, we've got Crunch going in lane number 1, taking on Stone Cold. And Crunch goes a 1463 to Stone Cold's 1468, and we'll switch. All right, Stone Cold's got to beat a 1463 to move on. He's in 1, Crunch in 2. Whoa! So Stone Cold runs a 1450 to Crunch's 1458, and Stone Cold will move on. And last of the first round, we've got Willie G going in lane number 1, taking on Numbskull. Here we go. Oh, Numbskull runs a 1454 to his 1462. All right, guys, we're back. Technical difficulties, but Numbskull goes a 1452 to Willie G's 1462, and we'll switch lanes. All right, so Willie G's got to beat a 1454 to move on. Well, Numbskull runs a 1452 to Willie G's 1453, and Numbskull will move on. All right, guys, that's the end of the first round. CRK with his 5 entries is still in. We've got Southern Diecast. Willie G has 2 left. Raging Ricky has 1. Stone Cold has 3. Crunch has 3. And Numbskull has 2. So that's 2, 5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 17 cards left. Second round style. Here we go. All right, first in the second round, gonna be Crunch going in lane number 1, taking on CRK going in lane number 2. Oh, CRK goes a 1450. The Crunch is 1463. And let's switch lanes. All right, Crunch has got to be the 1450. He's in one. CRK in one. Crunch in two. CRK goes a 1449 to Crunch's 1465, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Numbskull versus going in lane number 1 versus Southern Diecast going in lane number 2. Oh, Southern Diecast goes a 1457. The Numbskull's 1458, and we'll switch lanes. All right, guys. Numbskull into Southern Diecast in one. Numbskull's got to beat a 1457 to move on. Woo! Southern Diecast making a... Whoa, no. Numbskull runs a 1450 to Southern Diecast's 1453, and Numbskull will move on. Tell you guys, this car right here of Southern Diecast, I tell you what, it has done pretty well here at Duplin County. It's short stint here at Duplin County Speedway. It had tried the track record and broke the track record, but that record no longer stands. But tell you what, go lip on to his channel and tell him G-Man sent you. Next up, we've got CRK taking on Willie G going in lane number 2. Woo! That was a close race. Willie G goes a 1447 to Stone Cold's 1450, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Willie G in one, Stone Cold in two. Stone Cold's got to beat a 1447 to move on. Ooh, well, Willie G goes a 1439 to Stone Cold's 1446, and that goes on record as one of the, probably the fastest truck in the history of Duplin County Motor Speedway. Oh, and by the way, Willie G will move on. Next up, we've got CRK. The front end fell off the car right there, so if it hits hard, it's probably going to come up hard. Anyhow, taking on Raging Ricky and his Fireball Jr. Here we go. CRK in one, Raging Ricky in two. Ooh. Raging Ricky goes to 1445 to CRK's 1451, and we'll switch. All right. CRK's got to be the 1445. He's in one. Raging Ricky's in. He's in two. Raging Ricky's in one. Here we go. And Raging Ricky goes a 1447 to CRK's 1453, and Raging Ricky will move on. Next up, we've got Willie G going in lane number 1, taking on KO of CRK. Two big muscle cars right here. And CRK goes a 1477 to Willie G's CRK goes a 1455 to Willie G's 1477 will switch lanes. All right, Willie G's got to beat a 1455 to move on. He's in 1. CRK's in 1. Willie G's in 2. He's got to beat a 1455. Woo! Good time. Well, CRK 1444 to a 1460, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Numbskull going in lane number 1 versus Stone Cold. That's how I can tell. Put a top on their car. Going in lane number 1. Here we go. Numbskull goes off 1445 to Stone Cold's 1456, and we'll switch lanes. Stone Cold's got to beat a 1445. He's in 1. Numbskull's in 2. Here we go. Numbskull goes off 1434. Whoo! That was getting it. To Stone Cold's 1448, and Numbskull will move on. Next up, we've got Crunch going in lane number 1. Crunch car likes that lane versus CRK. Going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, CRK goes a 1457. The Crunch is 1466. And we'll switch lanes. Alright, Crunch is in 2. CRK 1. Crunch has got to beat a 1457 to move on. And CRK runs a 1443. The Crunch is 1450. And CRK will move on. Next up, we've got CRK going in lane number 1, taking on Stone Cold. Going in lane number 2. Here we go. Whoa, Stone Cold runs a 1443 to CRK's 1446, and we'll switch. All right, Stone Cold in 1, CRK in 2. CRK's got to beat a 1443 to move on. Here we go. And yes, he does. CRK runs a 1437 to Stone Cold's. CRK runs a 1435 to Stone Cold's 1437. Guys, good gracious. That's getting it right there, cuz. Getting it. That was a great race. And CRK will move on. And getting a free buy in the next round is Crunch. I'm going to put him in lane number 1 and he said he wanted a pass, so that's what I'm going to let him do. Let him get the tire warmed up. He will be first off the trailer in the right lane. He goes a 1472, and we will move on to the next round. All right, guys, on the next round, CRK still has 4. Raging Ricky's with 1. Willie G with 1. Numbskull with 1. And Crunch with 1. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's see who will move on. First off the trailer will be Crunch. Going in lane number 1, taking on CRK. Going in lane number 2. Here we go, guys. Crunch in 1, CRK in 2. And CRK runs a 1455. The Crunch is 1471, and we will switch lanes. CRK in 1, Crunch in 2. Crunch has got to be the 1455 to move on. Oh man, CRK goes a 1439 to Crunch's 1467, and CRK will move on. All right, next up, we've got Raging Ricky taking on CRK. CRK going in lane number 1 versus Raging Ricky in 2. I think these two cars have battled it out on the 6th lane here at the half of Duplin County Motor Speedway. But without further ado, let's see what they do on the fast track. CRK goes a 1433 to Raging Ricky's 1449, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Raging Ricky's got to be the 1433. He's in 1, CRK in 2. Well, CRK runs a 1443 to Raging Ricky's 1460, and CRK will move on. Next up, we've got Numbskull going in lane number 1, taking on Willie G in that Goodyear Ford. Good matchup here, guys. He's in 1, Numbskull in 2. Oh, and Willie G goes a 1455 to Numbskull's Willie G goes a 1450 to Numbskull's 1455, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Numbskull in 1, Willie G in 2. Numbskull's got to be the 1455 to move on. Here we go. And yes, he does. Numbskull runs a 1440 to Willie G's 1442, and he will move on. Next up, we've got Numbskull taking on CRK. CRK, Numbskull in 1, CRK in 2. Here we go. Whoa! Numbskull has broken the track record set by Willie G today in the mod race. He goes a 1430 to CRK's 1437, and we'll switch lanes. CRK's got to be the 1430. He's in 1. Numbskull's in 2. Here we go. No! CRK beat Numbskull to the line, but Numbskull has just set the track record, not 1445. He set it in a 1430, and that means Numbskull will move on. All right, getting a bye into the next round. We've got CRK. He's going in lane number 1. Let's see what he does. CRK runs a 1433. And we'll see what 5 are left. All right, the 5 that are left. CRK with 3. Numbskull with 2. So first off the trailer will be CRK taking on Numbskull. Numbskull in 1, CRK in 2. Let's see what happens. Oh, and CRK runs a 1438 to Numbskull's 1444, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Numbskull's got to be the 1438. He's in 2, CRK in 1. CRK runs a 1436. The numbskull's 1437. And CRK will move on. Next up, we've got CRK taking on CRK. KO is going to go in 1. Powder Puff in 2. Here we go. Both of CRK's cards. Woo! CRK KO goes to 1436 to Powder Puff's 1441, also owned by CRK. And let's switch lanes. All right. Powder Puff, CRK in 1. KO in 2. Oh, CRK. Powder Puff's got to beat a 1436 to move on. Woo! And yes, he does. Powder Puff goes a 1433 to KO's CRK's 1439, and Powder Puff will move on. The new track record holder, Numbskull, at a 1430 today, early today, going in lane number 1. He's going to get a free pass into the next round. Ooh, Numbskull goes a 1439, and we'll move on. All right, the last 3, CRK 2, Numbskull 1. We still got the race for the 4th and 5th position. All right, first off the trailer, Numbskull taking on CRK's Powder Puff. Powder Puff in 1, Numbskull in 2. Whew. A lot of firepower here, guys. Powder Puff runs a 1440 to Numbskull's 1442, and he will switch. All right. Numbskull's got to beat a 1440, and with his times today, it shouldn't be a problem. Powder Puff, CRK in 2. Here we go. Oh, no. Wow. So, I guess we're going to have to go to what they call Southern Death. All right, guys. 1440. They both tied it. Let's switch. First time Southern Death here on CRK. He's in 1. Numbskull's in 2. Oh, man. Tied. But Numbskull runs a 1450. The CRK's 1450. And let's switch lanes. Numbskull in 1. CRK in 2. Powder Puff. He's got to beat a 1450. Even though they tied, he got to the line. Oh, and Numbskull runs a 1440 again. The CRK's 1455. And he will move on. So, to settle 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we're going to have Numbskull going in lane number 1 versus KO going in lane number 2. Here we go. Oh, KO goes a 1436. The Numbskull's 1442, and we'll switch lanes. KO is in 1. CRK. Numbskull in 2. Numbskull's got to beat a 1436 to move on. Here we go. KO consistently goes a 1438 to Numbskull's 1443. All right. Powder Puff going in lane number 1. CRK. Goes 2 up, KO going in lane number 2. Winner of this gets 3rd place. Oh, and Powder Puff runs a 1442 to KO's 1447, and we'll switch. All right. KO's got to beat a 1442. He's in 1. Powder Puff in 2. The CRK. Both owned by CRK. Winner gets 3rd place. Oh! Well, and I think Powder Puff will take it. I'm sorry, KO will take it. And KO and Numbskull will race for 4th and 5th. CRK. Oh. All right, here we go. Oh! Powder Puff runs a 1449 CRK to Numbskull's 1449, and we'll switch lanes. All right, Numbskull's got to beat a 1449. Here we go. This is the claim 4th place. Oh, Powder Puff runs a 1439 to Numbskull's 1448. All right, guys, it's time for the finals. CRK going in lane number 1 versus Numbskull, the record holder, the new record holder at CRK with a 1430. Here we go. Let's see who winners. Who'll be the Streetcar Champion Nationals here at Duplin County Motor Spring Car Nationals. Streetcar Nationals here at Duplin County Motor Speedway. Here we go. Woo! CRK runs a 1434. The Numbskulls 1432. CRK runs a 1434, and we'll switch. CRK's got, Numbskull's got to beat a 1434. He's in 1. CRK's in 2. He's got to beat a 1432. 4. 2. And yes, he does. Wow. Look at there. What a heck of a finish. Wow. Numbskull setting records, going fast times here at the 2026 Spring Car Nationals, Streetcar Nationals. He goes a 1431 to beat CRK's 1432. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And let's get some introductions. Oh, man. So, as the cars come off the track, the other cars have done and gone. Done and stopped. We come over here, we got CRK. He calls itself Hammer Time. Hammer Time. How'd you think? I want to first thank you for the good Lord above and able to race on this good day. Well, good racing all the way around. Man, this fast is I tell you what, this track is getting better every time we run here as a team. So, thank you. All right, here it is from Michigan. The new track record holder at a 1430. Numbskull Racing. I want to thank the good Lord above. I want to thank the G-Man and Duplin County Motor Speedway for having us here at the 2026 Spring Streetcar Nationals. I want to thank everybody who came out, even the fans. Way to go, Numbskull. Anyhow, remember, I just want to thank my family and for always supporting me in a good hobby that I love. And I am a number 28. This even says 21 on the car. Sponsored here today. Numbskull Racing from Michigan. So, in 5th place, we've got from Michigan, in that Ferrari, Numbskull. Number 4 from Team CRK is Powder Puff. And from Team CRK, G-Man is KO. And from Team CRK, G-Man is Hammer Time. And with 2nd place, 3rd, and 4th. And the 1st place winner and the new track record holder is Numbskull from Michigan. All right, guys. Remember, thank y'all for sending all the cars in. I got plenty more Street League coming up. Matchbox race, ripping race, and all more to come. We've been having 3 or 4 races a month. That's right here is number 18 hosted on the year. Guys, get them cars in. We got mostly stock cars here at CRK, and we are the fastest eighth of a mile in the world, cuz, as I like to say. That right there proves it right there. We got the NASCAR race coming up, mods and stock, but we're mostly a stock league here. So remember, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Congratulations to Numbskull on your 2026 streetcar win.